Hello my dear students, welcome to mathematics classes for 9th standard. We are doing chapter number 2, that is polynomials, and this is part 3 of this chapter in which we are going to learn the concept of zeros of a polynomial. Let's start the video with your Jerry sir.
Hello students, this is part number 3 of chapter polynomials and we are going to learn today about zero of a polynomial. So what is zero of a polynomial? Actually the zero of a polynomial, px, p here for polynomial, means solving the equation px equals to 0. Now I know that you didn't understand anything from this line. Let me explain with an example. Actually here zero of the polynomial means that what value we should put in place of variable so that the expression or you can say the polynomials become 0. Still not understood? Now pay attention here on this example. Here I have given expression 3x minus 2. Okay, so I can say that it is px equals to this. This is the polynomial 3x minus 2. So how can I solve? As I said, px equals to 0. So I can say 3x minus 2 equals to 0. 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Now what will happen? Just check here. I will keep 3x here only and I will take this to right hand side. So what will happen? This is minus 2. So when it will go to right hand side, so it become plus 2. It become plus 2. Now x I will keep here only and 2 I will keep here. This 3 I will move this side. Now here this 3 is in which relation with the x? Right now it is in multiplication relation. So when it will go to right hand side, so it will come in divide. So x value came 2 upon 3. Now what it means? It says that here x value came 2 upon 3. So it means if I put this 2 upon 3 in place of x, so this polynomial can become 0. Let's see whether it is not or not. This polynomial becomes 0 or not. Just check. So now in place of x I am putting 2 upon 3. So p 2 upon 3 equals to 3. Now wherever x is there, I will put 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 and minus 2. Okay, clear? So what it means? It means 3, if I open the bracket, so it becomes 3x, 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3 minus 2. It is multiplication sign. When this bracket will open, so multiplication sign will come. So 3 will cut this 3. What left? 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2, what will come? 0. So you can see here, when we have put in place of x, it means in place of variable, when we have put 2 upon 3, this number 2 upon 3, so the polynomial becomes 0. So we can say that here, therefore we can say that 2 upon 3 is the 0 of the given polynomial. Okay, so what is polynomial given to us? 3x minus 2. How it becomes 0? When we are putting in place of x 2 upon 3. It means what value we should put in place of variable so that the polynomials becomes 0, and that is only called 0 of a polynomial. So now students, we are solving some questions from R.S. Agarwal book, as you can see, and question number 1 we are going to solve here, in which they are saying find the 0 of the polynomial. Here some parts are given, first, second, third, fourth, and we will solve them one by one. So first we will solve first part. So as you can see, first part is there where it says that px equals to x minus 5. So what we will do, we will put px equals to 0. Now what is px? Px is x minus 5. So it means x minus 5 is equals to 0. So what will happen? X will remain here. This 5 will go that side. This minus 5. Right now it is minus. So when it will go to right hand side, so it becomes what? Plus 5. So it means x value came 5. So it means if we put 5 in place of x, so what can come? 0. So we can say, so 5 is the 0 of the polynomial px. Okay. Now maybe some students are having doubt that sir, why we are saying 5 is the 0 of the polynomial. So you can see, just check in rough work. If I put in place of x, if I put 5, so what will come? 0 only. Just see, px equals to x minus 5 now. So in place of x, it was x minus 5. So in place of x, I am putting 5. So 5 minus 5, what will come? 0 only. So when we are putting 5 in place of variable, x, so what is coming? The polynomials becomes 0. And that is only called 0 of the polynomial. So here 5 is the 0 of the polynomial, or you can say 5 is the number when we are putting in place of x. so the polynomials becomes 0. I hope it is clear. Now move to second part. What second part says that? Second part is there where qx equals to x plus 4. Okay, so you can solve this one also in the same way as we have solved for first part. So we can put qx equals to 0. So it means x plus 4 equals to 0. So it means x will remain here and 4 will go that side, so it becomes minus 4. Or it becomes minus 4. So it means minus 4 is the 0 of the polynomial qx. So minus 4 is a 0 of the polynomial qx. Here we have completed our two parts. Now move to next part, third part. Third part says that gx equals to 5 minus 4x. So let's solve this part. So we have written third part here. Students, if you can solve this part by yourself, so just pause the video and solve it by yourself. And then again play the video and check whether your answer is correct or not. Okay, so right now you pause. I hope you have solved. So just check here. Now gx equals to 0. So 5 minus 4x equals to 0. Now what will happen? We will keep this minus 4x here only. 5 will bring that side. So it was plus 5. Now when it becomes to right hand side, so it becomes minus 5. Okay. Now this x will remain here. This minus 4 will come to that side. Now just check here. Many students are doing mistake here. When we are moving this minus 4 to right hand side, so we have to pay attention that this minus 4 having what relation with x? With x. It is written minus 4x. It means it is minus 4 multiplied by x. So it means here 4 is multiplying to x. It is in multiplication relation. So when it will go to right hand side, so it will become divide form. It becomes in divide form. So many students are doing plus. That is wrong. We have to check the between. What is the relation between x and 4? That is multiplication. So that's why when we are taking minus 4 to right hand side, so it opposite. What is the opposite of multiplication? That is division. That's why minus 4 came downside. Now from minus we can cut minus. So what left? X equals to 5 upon 4. Okay. This is the value of x. What came x value? 5 upon 4. So we can say 5 upon 4 is the 0 of the polynomial gx. Okay. Now let's solve the last part where it says that px equals to ax plus b and a is not equals to 0. So how will we solve this part? It's also very easy. Just let's see how we will solve it. So this is your fourth part which I have written here. Now we will solve it. So don't be confused by this term. They are saying a is not equals to 0. So okay, no problem. Just we will pay attention on this term only, ax plus b. So we can say px is equals to 0. So it means ax plus b. See, px is equals to ax plus b, not equals to a, not equals to 0. Okay, so we have to pay attention towards this one only, this term. Okay, just we have to pay focus on this term. So px equals to 0. So it means what is px? Ax plus b. So ax plus b is become equals to 0. Okay, now we have to solve. So what we can do, we can take this b that side. So it becomes ax equals to, it is right now plus b, so it becomes minus b. Then x will remain here, minus b, and it is a will go that side. Right now it is a and x in multiplication form. See what is the relation between them? A multiplied by x. So when it will go down this side, right hand side, so it becomes divide. So it means x equals to what? Minus b upon a. This is the value of x. So we can say minus b upon a. So minus b upon a is the 0 of the polynomial px. Okay, now if students have doubt, so we can solve and check in rough work also. The number is ax plus b. What is the polynomial? Ax plus b. Now in place of x we will put minus b upon a. So a will remain here, minus b upon a. Okay, in place of x I am putting this one, plus b. So what will come? Let's see, from a we can cut a. So what left? Minus b plus b. Plus minus minus, so b minus b, it means 0 only. That's why we are saying minus b upon a is the 0 of the polynomial, because when we are putting this value in place of variable, so it becomes 0 only. Okay, so I hope you got some idea how to solve the questions. So now students, we are going to solve questions from NCERT book of 9th class, and we are going to solve exercise 2.2. Okay, so first question, find the value of the polynomial. Now pay attention that here they are not asking the 0 of the polynomial. What they are asking? Value of the polynomial, and the value of variable they have already given. in examples, or you can say questions which I have solved earlier from RSL workbook, there we have find the zero of the polynomial. Okay, but here already the x, or you can say variables values, are already given. So just we have to put this value in this equation, or you can say in this polynomial, and we will find what value of x will come if we put this value. Okay, so let's find, or you can say let's solve these questions. Let's solve first part. So the polynomial is given 5x minus 4x square plus 3, and the value is given x equal to 0. So we have to do nothing, just we have to put the value of this x, that is 0, in this equation. So our px is given what? Px is given 5x minus 4x square plus 3. So now x value given 0, so in place of x 0 will come. So here also wherever x is there, we will put 0. So 5 into x, it means 5 into 0, minus 4x square, it means 0 square, plus 3. Okay, now solve, what will come? 5 multiplied by 0, so 5 zeros are 0, minus 0 square means 0 only, then 4 into 0, 0, plus 3. So 0 minus 0, 0, and what left? 3 only. So it means when we are putting p value 0, so what answer is coming? 3. So it means this is the value of polynomial. Okay, this is the value of the polynomial. So in this way we have done our first part. Now I hope you can solve the remaining part of this question. Now move to next question. Now in question number 2, we have to find P0, P1, P2 for each of the following polynomials, and these parts are given first, second, third, fourth. So let's solve the second part first, okay, where Pt equals to t plus 2t square minus t cube. This part we will solve first, and we will find the value of P0, P1 and P2. So let's solve this one and see how we are solving this question, okay. So I have already written the question, find P0, P1 and P2, and this value is given P2. So first we'll put this value P0. Let's see what will answer will come. So I'm using my blue pen. So in place of t, wherever t is coming, I will put this value. What is 0? So in place of t, 0, plus 2 multiplied by t square. T means 0 square, minus t cube means 0 cube. So what will come? Just check. 2 plus 0 plus, no, 2 into 0, 0 only. This 0, 0, 2 into 0, 0, minus 0 cube, 0 means. So 2 plus 0 minus 0 means only 2. So what left? 2. It means the value of P0 is coming 2. So when we are putting 0 in place of variable that t, so what is value coming? 2. Now solve second part where we have to put the value P1. Same part we are doing. Now this time the value of variable is what? 1. So in wherever the t is coming, what we will put? 1 now. So 2 plus 1, because t is 1, okay, then plus 2 multiplied by t square, it means 1 square, at last minus t cube, it means 1 cube. Now just check what will come here. 2 plus 1 plus 1 square means 1 1 1 only, so 2 1 2, and minus 1 cube means 1 only. So what will come? Just check. 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 2 plus 2 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 minus 1, what will come? 4 only. So it means the value of P1 is what? 4. Now the third, when we have to put the value P2. So let's put value P2. P2 equals to, same equation we are writing, where it is what? 2 plus, it means 2 plus t. T means 2, and then plus 2t square. 2 multiplied by t square. T means 2 only, 2 square, minus t cube means 2 cube. See what we have done? Just whatever value we are given, just we are putting in the place of variable. Nothing we are doing. Just what we are told to do, same thing we are doing. Okay. Now we can solve it here easily. As you can see, 2 plus 2 plus 2 square means 4. 2 2s are 4. So 2 into 4, minus 2 cube. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8, minus 8. So 2 plus 2 4, plus 2 4s are 8, and minus 8. So 8 se 8 cut, then what left? 4 only. So 4, that is the value of P2. So what is the value of P2? Value came when you're putting in place of variable 2. So what value is coming? 4. So this is the answer of question 2 second part. Okay. So this is the fourth part where Px is equals to given x minus 1, x plus 1. So first we have to find the value of P0. So in place of x, what we will write? 0. So it becomes x minus 1, it means 0 minus 1, and then x plus 1 means 0 plus 1. So I hope you know very well what will come. 0 minus 1, it means minus 1 only. Multiply 0 plus 1 into 1. So minus 1 into 1. So what will come? Minus 1 is the answer. Okay. Then if we are putting p value 1, so p1 value what will come? Just check here. In place of x, 1 will come, 1 minus 1, and then x plus 1, it means 1 plus 1. Just check what is coming. 1 minus 1, it means 0, and 1 plus 1, 2. So 0 multiplied by 2, what will come? 0 only. So that is the value of p1. Now p2, so what value will come? In place of x we will put 2. So x minus 1 means 2 minus 1, and x plus 2 means 2 plus 1. Just check what is coming here. 2 minus 1 means 1 only. Multiply 2 plus 1 means 3. So 3 ones are 3. So it means 3 value is coming. So if we are putting 0, if in this polynomial we are putting p0, so its value coming minus 1. If we are putting p1, so value is coming 0. If we are putting p2, then value is coming 3. So I hope you understood how to solve this type of questions. So question number 2 remaining part, which are first and third, you will solve by yourself.
At last, I just want to say be safe and God bless you all.